East Tennessee officials are still investigating what they call a random shooting at the Tanger outlets in Sevierville. That attack yesterday killed a Pennsylvania woman and injured a man from Massachusetts, both visitors to our state. The shooter also died after turning the gun on himself. He's now identified as 21-year-old Leon Jones. His criminal history shows no previous violent behavior. And it's the manner of that attack that may have many on edge. Random. And that is why Chris Jones is here to share his experience with us and his expertise. He's a training specialist with the Law Enforcement Innovation Center. And Chris, we appreciate you being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, yesterday, shocking to so many people because typically, well, you would think typically in a shooting, it's premeditated and maybe there's some personal ties. That does not appear to be the case in this situation.
No, it's very unfortunate and very rare. Unfortunately, these active shooter incidents are becoming more and more prominent. However, they do have ties, like you said. Typically, they're domestic related or some sort of vendetta against an employer. FBI did a study from 2013, and they indicated that 77% of the active shooters during that time actually planned their attack a week or more ahead of time. So this one is one that's very rare and very unfortunate.
Yeah. Let's talk about your line of expertise, and that is training people to be prepared for these types of situations. What do you tell people? How do you train departments, people, individuals?
Yeah, we teach the run, hide, fight model, and it sounds simplistic, but it's meant to be that way. When things get chaotic, especially if there's gunfire nearby, people tend to lose their train of thought, and then they get that auditory exclusion and tunnel vision. So we try to keep it simple. Run, hide, fight. And it's not in any order whatsoever, right? The most important thing is organizations need to train their employees on how to do this. So running and escaping is obviously preferable, but sometimes that's not an option. Don't take hide too literally, because it's hide and barricade. It's not necessarily crawl under your desk and limit your options, but it's hide out, lock down, and barricade a room. The point there is to delay. Delay in time for law enforcement to get there. In certain instances, run and hide just won't suffice, and you'll have to fight. And then it's at that moment that you really have to have the mindset to finish this incident or neutralize this incident as quickly and violently as possible, because most people aren't wired to just go out and fight, right, and start throwing punches. But in those incidents, it's literally your life or theirs.
Chris, I have to imagine you would want more businesses, more groups to take advantage of this type of training, because as we were talking during the break, you know, we're prepared for tornadoes, we're prepared for severe weather. We need to be prepared for these situations.
Absolutely. And if you are a stakeholder in an organization, you are doing your employees a disservice by not training them. All too often in our emergency management procedures, we'll have tornado drills, like you mentioned. We'll have fire drills. We'll have tornado rooms. Unfortunately, in today's times, we're more likely to experience an active shooter. So we should have safe rooms for those. We should train our employees on what to do. And for the times that it doesn't seem like any option is feasible and the shooter or whatever is just hitting at random, similar to the Sevierville one. Right. Not a lot of options there to prevent that, but businesses can still be prepared with first aid kits, training their employees, having tourniquets available. So there are still certain precautions that they could take to try to mitigate the risk associated with it.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being with us and sharing your expertise with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.